Excellent. I feel like I need to get my ISOs a little higher. Good morning, everyone, if it is morning for you. Get this light right. Hey, Steph. Good morning. Also, we have a very special guest today, somebody that you already know. Kamara took the day off work. Woo! Yes, we get a Kamar too. I'm pretty excited about it. So here's our plan today. We have no plan. Just kidding. We have a plan. We're working with your head, neck, and shoulders. Focus. There it is. Yes, baby and baby. Hi, Marina. Copy link to playlist, and then I'm going to stick it in here. Bam. You can always vibe to whatever you want to vibe on. I know that y'all know that, but the offer still stands. So yeah, we're working with your head, neck, and shoulders today. So we're going to do a lot of releases for your neck that are going to feel really nice. I would like to implement a strap for that. But if you don't have one, it's okay. We're just going to do like some gentle neck traction, a little bit of hamstring opening. And we're going to work on your shoulder rotation. My idea, babe, which I haven't even told you yet, you're coming into this class blind, just like everybody else.
Okay.
I want to get to Birds of Paradise.
Okay.
And maybe if your hips agree to it, I know not everybody can get into this shape, but feet behind head pose. Kamar said nope. And if you said nope, it's not a reason for you to not take class, okay? Hi, Emma. Yeah, we're gonna bundle you up like a little package of love. We're gonna make you travel size. We're gonna make you fun size. And y'all can hear me okay, right? I have my mic kind of turned up. Yeah. Yes. Great. Hi, Malia. I hope I'm saying that right. I know that there's like Malia and Malias. So I'm going to give another minute or two because I feel like people kind of hop on when they need to. If you have it for class, it's not totally necessary, but 2 blocks and a strap could be helpful for this. If you don't have a strap, even like a hand towel or something can be really helpful. And this will be power format, yeah? So I know that y'all know that. And one thing that I love to say before like a power class always, because I know some people love, hi, Corinne, I see you in the chat, is like power can be really exciting for a lot of people. And for others, it can be really discouraging because something doesn't go down for you or you're not able to do handstands or any of those things. So know that it's really up to you how far you want to push today and how much you want to kind of draw back away from your limitations, okay? That's kind of the beauty of these classes, especially in an online format, is I'm just kind of holding a light to the pathway and you get to walk on it however you choose, okay? Great. Hi, Natalia. Hi, Denicia. I also hope I'm saying that right. Denicia. All right, I say we get going because an hour just flies by in my world. So we got blocks at the top, but let's lay down with our straps if you have them. And because we are going to be doing, again, those really big hip openers, you can totally start in a hip opener like Supta Baddha Konasana. Oh no, did I say it super wrong? Fuck. Hi, Nicolette. Close, yeah. You'll have to educate me later on how to say it properly because I don't want to mess your names up. Well, then I'll just have words with your mom. All right, now once you're all the way down on the ground, get comfortable, settle in. I'm going to start this playlist from the top, toppity top. And we'll take some breaths here together. I know for some of you, you're in Europe, it's nighttime. For some of you, you're on the west coast of the States and it's morning. So wherever you are at some point in your day, there's always these golden opportunities to drop into your breath. Especially in this asana-based class, we're trying to synchronize with our breath. And if we are unsynchronized from the beginning, we're going to have a hard time. So here, your sole task is your inhalation and your exhalation. And as you're breathing, take a quick scan of the body. Remind yourself of any spaces and places that you need to be aware of that are injured, compromised, need a little extra love and attention. And we'll take 3 more cycles. Right. And after you finish off that 3rd cycle, I want you to close your legs like a book and then extend your legs out to the top corners of your mat, making yourself into a kind of like an X shape. So I want you to bring your arms up above your head. And we're going to make a shape called banana asana. Y'all know I love this one. So let's pick up your right foot, cross it over your left. Excellent. Your left hand is going to grab your right wrist. You'll kind of plane your body over to the left-hand side so that if I were standing over you, I would look down and you would look like the cutest little banana, okay? Try to keep your right shoulder anchored to the ground. And I want you to breathe into the right side body, into the rib cage, into the intercostals, maybe even the outer hips. Good. One more breath in like that. And out. Let's unbanana, re-banana over to the other side. So create that X shape. Pick up the left foot, take it over to your right. Right hand grabs left wrist. Lift the upper body just enough to plane yourself over. and recreate that little half moon shape. There you go. Kamar's doing a really awesome job of keeping his left shoulder down onto the ground. And remind yourself, take it into that side body, utilize the breath as a tool. One more round of breath. Nice. Now take yourself back into your X shape. Utilize the arms towards those upper corners too. And I want you to stretch out as much as you can. We're doing this process called pandiculation. So we're stimulating your nervous system by engaging the muscles, maybe even arch the back a little bit, and then relax and soften the muscles. Good. One more time like that. Pandiculate for me. Arch the back, everything nice and activated. And then this time, pull everything into your center, legs, arms, everything. Hands come onto your shin bones, rock a little bit side to side, and let's take it into a twist. Both knees over to your left-hand side. Try to stack your knees, try to stack your hips. Maybe scooting the left hip underneath you can be helpful in this. And I want your right shoulder to be on the ground. Now, once you extend that arm out nice and wide, palm facing up, I want you to choose where you are going to look. If you have any shoulder or neck injuries, perhaps looking in the direction of your left arm can be helpful. If you're kind of neutral, so-so, whatever, look straight up to the sky. And if you really want to work your rotation through your neck, look in the direction where your right arm is pointing. Now, let's try internal rotation with this right arm. Turn the palm down to the ground. See how that feels. A little different. Okay, so-so, take it or leave it. Yeah. Now turn your palms straight back up to the sky. Let's use your abdominals to bring your knees back through center. What is up, obliques? And then do the same exact twist to the other side. Knees come over to your right. Take a little scoot. Get your ass underneath you. Yeah. Left shoulder is going to stay anchored. And then again, you have your choice, whichever direction you want to look. Ooh, nice. A little snap, crackle, pop, Kamar. Those Rice Krispies treats in your spine. Mm. Now let's take your left arm and internally rotate it. So palm is going to touch the ground and your thumb is going to point towards wherever the front of your mat is. Good. One more breath. And then take everything back towards center. And I want you to place your feet onto the ground. Now let's grab up your strap. And I want you to have the strap kind of doubled on top of itself. Good. We're going to place this strap. I'm going to get close to the screen just in case it's hard to see. We're going to place it right underneath your suboccipitals. So suboccipitals are right back here. So you're just going to kind of loop that right underneath your neck. And we're going to do a little bit of traction. So I want each hand to have one end. And you're going to lift up and elevate. Good. Now I want you to think about pulling the straps up above your head a little bit. Now I have a little chihuahua-ass pea head, so I can't go too far above me or else the straps are just going to slip right off, yeah? And maybe it feels good to kind of rock to one side and to the other. This isn't meant to be like a huge Mongo stretch. I just want you to kind of get a little bit of feel for it. Think about chin working to chest. Last 3. Good. Last 2. And 1. Bring it all back down to the ground. Let's slide that strap out from behind your neck. Toss it to the top of your mat just in case you need it later for birds of paradise bullshit. And let's hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. Take a whole bunch of these rocks and rolls. And we're going to beat. We're going to beat. We're going to beat, beat, beat. We're going to meet in Navasana, boat position. Good.
Wait.
Whenever you want to. So your Navasana can look like toes on the ground. It can look like toes elevated. Kamar is going for straight legs for some reason. He just likes to come straight out into the morning firing on all cylinders. But let's roll back and try to come back to this position, yeah? So keep the contraction, roll back. And take it up. Good. Hold that for 3. Hold that for 2 and 1. Let's roll back. You've got 3 more like this. Good. Last 2. And let's roll back. Good. If you haven't tried it yet, maybe you're ready for a little bit of teaser action. Lengthening through your legs, lengthening through the arms. Here for 3. You're going to roll back again on 2 and 1. Let's roll back. This time I want you to cross your shin bones. See if you can roll over the tops of them and move into tabletop position. If that's a no-go, just sit off to one side. Spread out through your paws nice and wide. Try to spin the undersides of your elbows forward. Protract across your shoulder blades, navel in. Reach your heart space forward. Big breath in. And with your exhale, round and contract navel to spine. Good. Keep moving through your cat-cows. Good. Do 2 more just like that. And then I want you to neutralize your spine. Good. Now step back into a high plank position. I like to always think about my high plank as my blueprint for my downward facing dog. Now know at any time you come into this high plank during this class, you can always have your knees on the ground, but still think about keeping your anatomy in alignment. Shoulders, hips, heels, all forming this really long energetic line. Let your arms act as 2 pillars, super strong, holding you up, supporting you. Stay there for a breath in. I know, breath out. That's it. One more time. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, retreat back into downward facing dog. Lift your hips all the way up and back. Now allow your head and neck to completely relax here. Maybe it feels good to shake the head out a little no. Maybe a little bit yes. Very good. And then let that head just settle in towards a center position. Now we're going to work high plank to down dog rolls. Start from your feet. Lift your heels, contract into the tummy, roll forward back into your high plank. And then exhale, take it back into downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Good. 4 more times on your own. Kamar's on his 3rd one. Last one. Lift your heels one final time. This time, bend your knees, look to the top of your space, and travel to the top via step or via hop. Now, soften into your knees right away. Roll yourself all the way up to standing. Take your shoulders right behind you. I want you to clasp the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. If this is a no-go for you, again, your strap can be right behind you, holding that same shape. Now lift your chest, open up, and fold back forwards, moving into your chest expansion, forward fold. Let the neck decompress here. Ooh. One more breath in. And with your exhale, let's release the hands down to the ground. Show me your halfway lift. Lengthen out through your spinal column. Good. And with your exhale, let's step back into a high plank position. Glide forward. Take yourself all the way down to your tummy. And right away, let's open up our arms out to the left and right hand side. Come up onto your fingertips, point the elbows up to the sky, and then I want you to press and lift, maybe about like halfway of what your full range is. Now dip your left shoulder down, look over to the right hand side. Good, lift it back up, do the same thing to the other side. Right shoulder dips, look over to your left. Good. Take yourself all the way back through center. Maybe you give me your maximum lift, full opening through the chest. Squeeze your butt cheeks if your low back is giving you some issues. And let's take it all the way down. Hands are going to come back in underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up into tabletop position. Good. Let's extend your right leg behind you. Get long through your right leg, point your right toes. We're gonna work through knee to nose cat-cows. First level, just working with your leg. I know we did this in a recent drills class. Level 2, extend your left arm forwards in front of you and connect elbow to knee, squeezing underneath your body. Good, last 3. Yeah, having the knee up, I'm not ready for knee up, babe. But you are, and I'm proud of you for that. Good, I want you to finish off your last one. Keep the knee into your nose, plant the left hand down, tuck left toes, right leg to sky, 3-legged dog. Right away, open up your hip, bend into your knee. Now create some circles there, some cycles. And I want you to keep the hip open. Look towards the top of your space. Take a big step, right foot to the outside of your right hand. And I want you to let this left hip sink down towards the earth in this big kind of lizard lunge. Now we're going to make this a little bit dynamic. John Cena dynamic, yeah. So I want you to lift up your hips, protract. I'm thinking of you, Corinne, because I'm going to answer your email today about these transitions, okay? And then I want you to lower the hips back down. So push, lift, and lower. Lift, and lower. So big opening here. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, maintain this big push away and lift. Step your right foot behind you, high plank, high to mid plank. Bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Upward facing dog, lift your hips or lift your heart space. And with your exhale, take it up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Now we're gonna recreate that same process to get there, but add on some extra pieces. I want you to lift your heels, roll yourself forward into your high plank. And then you can go straight back into downward facing dog like we were doing before, or you can roll forward, bend the elbows to 90, lift the chest with the tuck-toed up dog, and then take it up and back to downward facing dog. So I want you to do a total of 5 of whichever one you chose. Yeah. Good. Ooh. Good. Kamar's on his 3rd. Hee hee. Last one. You. And then the next time you're back into downward facing dog, lift up your heels, bend your knees, look forward, travel to the top of your mat. You can always hop there and test those floaty skills. Good. Now let's roll all the way up towards standing position. Good. Again, hands come behind you, interlace your fingies, lift up through your chest, and again, forward fold. Take it all the way down. Allowing your spine to decompress. Arms are an extension. Hello, thank goodness. Now let's release your hands down. Press into like your halfway lift. And then let's step back into a high plank position. Good. Now I want you to take yourself forward, lower all the way down to your tummy. Oof. Now, instead of going out to the side here, we're going to actually activate your butt cheeks. So arms are going to come into like hide and go seek position. And I want you to kind of really center your hips underneath you. So kind of wiggle your ass a little side to side. There we go. And then I want you to bend your right leg into 90 degrees and flex your foot. Fortify your abs. So feel them pull around you and lift your right knee up off the ground. Good. Lower it back down, lift it back up. Yeah. Lift, 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 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on one, extend that leg out and bring it in. Feel the hamstring contract. Extend it out and bring it in. The right leg is still floating off the ground, right? Yeah. Try to bring your navel in towards your spinal column. Last 2. Last 1. Extend, point, and then lower your right foot down. Other side. Bend your left leg, flex your foot, fortify your abs, and then lift up your left leg. Lower and lift. We're working into the butt. We're also working into your back abs. So all of the muscles that run along your back body. Lift and lower. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it up. Keep it up, but extend it out. Bend the knee, bring it back in. Really think heel to butt and extend. Good. Last 4. Last 3. Now we have this mirror so we can talk shit with our eyes at each other. Good. Last one. Lengthen your leg, point the toe, lower it back down. Now widen out your legs. Give yourself another washing machine with your butt. Good. And I want you to bend your legs in, both of them. Connect your heels together like you're in first position. This one kind of sucks. Sometimes I like to drop my forehead directly onto my forearms for this. Lift up both knees and lower. Lift up and lower. If your hip bones are a little more pronounced and out and it hurts, you can always take like a really thin towel and bring it in. Yeah? How you doing, Kamar?
I should have adjusted.
Yeah, it's a little smashy.
Yeah.
We got a little smushy, smashy. Yeah.
It's okay.
So depending on your anatomy and what you're blessed with, this can be a very different experience for everybody. Babe, I just wanted to wake you up and do a little cock and ball torture for the morning. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, lift it up. Sorry to do it to you. Lengthen out through your legs. Hold, point through the toes. Stay there for 3. Stay there for 2. And 1, bring them all the way back down. Hands come in underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up to your tabletop. Take a couple little kitty cat cow meows. That's the very technical term. Kitty cat cow meows?
Cow meow.
Cow meows. All right, and then we're going to extend your left leg behind you. What a way to get all the way around. So again, knee to nose or right arm forward and pull it in. Squeeze. Last 3. Last 2. And let's keep that left knee in on 1. Right hand comes down to ground. Right toe tucks. Left leg lifts. 3-legged dog. Open up your hip. Feel free to bend your left leg. Create movement within this shape if you like. And then we're going to keep this hip open. I want you to look towards your left hand. Take a big step. Left foot to the outside of that hand. Good. We're in our big lizardy lunge here. Try to allow your right hip to sink towards the earth. In general, I'm keeping this left knee right above my ankle area. But it's not the end of the world if you go a little bit forward. You're just increasing the flexion in that ankle. Now let's, again, make it dynamic. Give a little lift push. You're really working through your arms and lower back down. Push, lift, and lower. Exhales and inhales. It's the same thing as your cat-cows. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, maintain that push lift. Step your left foot behind you, high to mid plank. Upward facing. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now I want you to reset here in this downward facing dog. Stay for 5 breaths right there, or you can lower your forearms down to the ground, moving into your dolphin position. So this is a major opener for the shoulders. Good. Final 3 breaths, and then we're all back into downward facing dog. Good. My dolphin posers, meet us back. Lift up your heels nice and high. Bend your knees. Meet me at the top of your mat in Malasana, both feet wide. Hands come to heart center. Take a breath in. Exhale, press all the way up to standing. Parallel your feet hip width distance. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to mid. Feel free to hop back. Up dogs. Downward facing dog. Again, heels high. Bend your knees, look forward. Meet me in your Malasana. Ooh. Take a breath in. Exhale, push it all the way up to standing. Sweep arms up. Forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturangas, move through. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more round through that warm up, then we're changing pathways. Travel to the top, meet me in your Malasana. The landing was light, babe. And then let's push it all the way up to standing. Parallel your feet, arms sweep up, forward fold, take it all the way down.
The hand stops are heavy.
Yeah, babe. Halfway lift and fold to move through Chaturanga, high to mid plank. Good. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now travel back to the top of your mat, this time with both feet at the top, centered together. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now sit back into chair pose, bend into your knees, sweep your arms towards the upper hand corner. Good. And then take your hands to heart and twist, right elbow to left thigh. Good. Once you create that rotation, think about swinging the hips back to a neutral position and then keep your inner thighs super glued together. Kamara's going for the shoulder opener or the heart opener, and I really like that. Creates a lot of nice pressure. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Take yourself back into a prayer position. Good. And then I want you to forward fold. We're going to do the other side on the other side. Now show me your halfway lift. Listen, option here for Bakasana, crow pose. Take your hands onto the ground. Lift up your heels, bend the knees, open them up, place them onto your triceps. Now, no feet can lift. 1 foot can lift. Both feet can lift. Perhaps you're working on your crow to handstand. You want to lean forward, lift up the knees. That's it, babe. We're going to move through Chaturanga in 3, in 2, and 1. You can hop back, step back, move through however you want to. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. That was good, babe. Yeah. Now let's lift up your right leg. And I want you to again open up your hip. Very good. Now maintain the opening, glide back forward into high plank, and try to touch your right knee towards your right tricep. Squeeze it around the side. Nice. Lift your right leg back up, right knee to left tricep, underneath the body, cross body. Ooh, lift the knee back up to the sky, lengthen the leg, knee to nose, step through into low lunge. Now we're gonna go into warrior two. So let's pivot your left heel down, stack your shoulders up above your hips, reach your arms to the front and back of your space. Take all the time you need to organize yourself here. There's really no rush. If anything, I'd rather you have proper form than rush through something and just try to make it. Slide the shoulder blades down, wrap that right inner thigh up. That's it. Now flip your right palm to the sky, reverse warrior, open up right side body. We've been working the opening through these intercostals all morning. Good. And then meet me in your side angle. Right arm can come straight down to the inside of the leg, or you can rest the right elbow on the right thigh. Those are both side angles, yeah? Now feel this out for me. What if you took a half bind here? Left arm can wrap around the back of your body. Good. If you are in that full side angle with your right arm comfortably to the ground, maybe you want to start to take on some full binds. Right arm works underneath the body, and you can S-grip the hands. You can even grab your strap and let that strap act as the connective tissue between both of your hands. You're here for 3. Yes. Here for 2. Very good. And 1. Release your hands. Reverse Trikonasana. Lengthen out through the right leg. That should be some welcomed relief from all of those shapes. And then take it all the way down to your low lunge. Frame your right foot with both of your hands. Now, exit is up to you. High to mid plank, single-legged. Sometimes Kamar likes to do some crazy things. He likes to do his chin stands. That's what the beard's for, huh? Nice. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Excellent. You guys are doing great. Let's travel back to the top of our space. Yes, halfway lifts, always. And then forward fold. Back to Utkatasana chair pose. Bend into your knees, sweep the arms upper hand corner. And then we're going to move into our twist. So hands make contact, left elbow to the right thigh, rotate. Take that time to try to washing machine the hips back towards center. Think about pushing your thumbs to the center of your chest. That's it. Breathe. I know it gets really sweaty when we do these twists. Kamar did the opening of the arms. You can do that too if you want. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Let's take it back to center and then forward fold. Good. We did crow on the other side. We've got another opportunity to work it. Hands come down onto the ground, knees come onto your triceps, opening up nice and wide. Now, if you are working that crow to handstand transition, or even crow to headstand, yeah, you get a little bit deeper, you bring the crown of the head down. All of it is about strength in the shoulders, planching and pressing. Jump backs in 3, 2, and 1.
Hard to do it on your count.
I know, babe. I'm sorry. We meet back in our down dogs. Hopefully we're all there. And then we're going to move through our left side. So left leg lifts. And right away, we're going to open up the hip. Nice. Now take that left knee. I want you to tap it towards your tricep. Try to keep that press in the shoulders the whole way. Good. Left leg lifts back up. Left knee, right tricep underneath the body. Cross and make contact. Bam. Lift it back up. Good. Knee towards your nose. Round as you step through to low lunge. Y'all are so close. Warrior 2. Open everything up. Right arm goes back. Left arm goes forward. Good. Again, take your time. Get organized here. Good. Everybody's having their own individual experiences in all these shapes. Now I want you to flip that front palm to the sky, reverse warrior, open up the entire side body. Get all that space. And then move into your side angle. Elbow resting on thigh or arms nice and straight. Now the entire time, your hips, your center, your core is underneath you. Yeah? No one leg is taking over more than the other. Yeah. Now, if you worked your binds, incorporate your binds. There you go. Even if it's just the top arm doing the half bind, that's still a bind. Good. Bottom arm can work underneath 2. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. And 1. Release. Reverse Trikonasana is going to feel so good after that. Lengthen through your front leg. Have that moment. And then take it all the way down to the ground. Frame up your foot. High to mid plank, however you want to do it. Ooh. Good. And know that that downward facing dog is awaiting you. And if you need it, child's pose is awaiting you too. Now, if you would rather do some more shoulder exploration, here's what I'm going to offer you. Forearms come down to the ground. Good. We're going to work 10 rounds of what's called dolphin push-ups, yeah? Now, once you're in your dolphin position, the chin will shift forward, kind of coming into alignment close to where your thumbs are, and then you'll push back. Now, you don't have to touch your chin to the ground, especially if it makes you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. We're just working that shoulder mobility. Kamar's about to be on his 5th. Yeah. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Take your knees down onto the ground, especially if you're in that dolphin position. Nice. Now, one thing I miss so much about in-person classes at least, but we can still do it online, are doing pose breakdowns. So I wanted to offer up today a funky pincha variation before we go into our final shapes today, okay? So, funky pincha. Left forearm is down, and your right hand would be in alignment with where your left elbow is. This right arm should feel like a chaturanga arm. This is what's coming onto the ground. So try that for me first. Get that left forearm down, bring your right hand onto the ground, and lift up your hips just like Kamara is doing. Feel how that feels. Just this can be where you are at today. If you want to try actually getting upside down, maybe you've tried a couple of pinchas throughout class, one leg can lift. I personally like to lift the same leg as the arm that's in the chaturanga shape, yeah? Now, if you needed the wall to kick up, make that happen, or it's like you kind of press up. Yeah. Nice. I know, this is a tough one. Lift, press. Now you're gripping into those fingertips a lot. The legs can do all sorts of things once you are up, but really that's up to you. Yeah. Now, because it's yoga and there's always this dreaded other side, unfortunately, if you tried this on one side, you kind of have to try it on the other. Now, personally, I've got a torn right labrum. It's been this way for years, so I'm always a little bit weaker on this side. So if you have shoulder issues, I really sympathize and feel you on that. Right arm was coming down, left hand is in position. First, get the lift. Feel the stability of the girdle. Same hand that's in the chaturanga, same leg, that's the one that's lifting.
All right,
Whew.
try one more time.
Try one more time, babe. Ooh, yeah, Kamar can do those like drop downs and lifts.
Just wanted to try.
Yeah, try it. All right. Are y'all ready to do our final piece of class?
Yes.
Ooh, shake out those shoulders a little bit. You got this. Gang, we're so close. Let's go back into downward facing dog. We're going to skip the whole twisting section, okay? Reset with a couple breaths. All right. Let's get it. We can do it. Right leg is going to lift. Open up your hip. Keep the opening, but slide forward into high plank. Give your right tricep a little tap. Ooh, right leg lifts back up. Right knee, left tricep. Listen, this time I want you to extend that leg out. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Get a little fallen triangle. Love this type of unilateral work for the shoulders. Bring your left hand back down. Lift your right leg back up to the sky. Knee is going to come to nose. You're going to step through to low lunge and prepare for your warrior two. Pivot the back heel, lift the torso. Now flip your right palm, reverse your warrior. Good. Side angle, right arm down, left arm high. Now, if you were able to get the binds the first time we did this, do that again because we're going into birds of paradise. Back foot is going to step forwards while you have this bind. Take your weight into your left foot, lift up your right leg into a standing shape. Now, a strap can get used behind your back for this also, okay? If you're able to, right leg maybe takes an extension, yeah? Now, this right arm is in a lot of internal rotation, okay? So be mindful because it's also weight loading with that leg. Yeah. Now, let's bring your birds of paradise down, and I want you to step your left foot behind you. I'm filling in for Kumar. Release your binds, lengthen into your reverse trikonasana all the way up and back, side body space. Nice. Take it all the way back down, frame up your right foot. And again, your preferred escape route back to your downward facing dog.
Bang.
And really, wow, there's so many things you can do. You can hop back one foot, do all the things you want to do. All right, let's do your last side. Left leg lifts. Open up the hip. Yeah. Take your left knee towards your left tricep. It's just a kiss. You're just flirting. And then lift the left leg back up. Left knee towards your right tricep. Make the connection and then extend the leg out. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Roll to the inner edge of that back foot. Yes. Return everything back. Left leg up to sky. Knee to nose. Big step through. Low lunge. Warrior two is where you're going next. You can do it. Left palm up to sky, reverse warrior. Ooh, ooh. And then take it into your side angle. One arm down, the other arm is high. If you bound here, bind, create that connection behind you with or without a strap. And if you tried birds of paradise on the other side, let's move into it now. Right foot steps forward. Take your weight into your right foot and elevate through the left leg. Now I want you to use, just like as if you were dancing and spotting, this is the same process. Lengthening through that leg that you got. Woo! Now, can you step that foot back, staying as controlled as you were? So your left foot comes down, babe.
Ah,
Yeah.
like, where?
You're like, holy shit, step it where and how?
Where is body?
I saw you trying to do that. Reverse trikonasana. Release it. Get the hell out of there. Oh, let your shoulders take a sec. And then bring it all the way down. Frame the foot. Choose your escape route. Good. Downward facing dog. Holy shit, you guys. Reset with that breath one more time. Okay. Now let's make our way back to the top of our mats, back into Malasana. Nice. Yee. So this is potentially your happy place, yeah? You can stay here, you can live your life, boo. Or I'm gonna offer up some stuff to make life a little bit tougher because this is a power class after all. So I would love to offer up TT Basana. Yeah, it's been a hell of a long time since we've done TT Basana. Our hips are nice and open. Our shoulders are nice and strong. This is also going to be really great prep when we're going for head behind the feet. So from this Malasana shape, what I like to do is kind of walk my feet in a little bit. I lift my butt, and I'm going to use these L-shaped hands and place them right behind my heels and then sit, yeah? My hamstrings are resting onto my triceps. Grip into the ground with your fingertips and just walk the toes forward in front of you. Good. You can cross the feet, make a little X. Or you can lengthen out through your leggies. Or you can fall and go boom.
Boom.
And falling and going boom is really good because for me personally in my hip range, I like to stuff these legs a lot higher. I like to wear my legs like a backpack. Yeah, so they're all the way up here. Lean forward, press through the arms straight, and lengthen through my leggies. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tough.
And it's so much like hip flexor for me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah. So you're not alone if your hip flexors are really pissed off when you do that. Yeah? Want to try it one more time?
yeah.
Want to try it in pressing, babe?
And pressing.
Yeah, like pressing into handstand.
From there?
Yeah.
From the arm bell?
Yeah.
Can't do it
From
yet.
the TTs.
Okay.
So if you want to try that handstand press, you've got handstands, you're working on it. Once you get into your TT Basana, you want... Kamar went to his all reliables. It's all about leverage. And this is the one thing that I want to always convey to people that are working on their handstands. I promise this is my last bit of bullshit, then we're down on the ground. You got to lean forward. And it's the scariest thing in the world because you're convinced you're going to bust your face open, yeah? But you've got to lean, press through the shoulder blades, create your protraction, just like your cat back, and then you bring it all the way up to press. I don't know if I've got it. Sometimes I've got it. I didn't really do the whole class. But you get your position, hands, lift and lengthen. You got to lean, press to lift.
Oh, come on. Yes. You got it.
Got it. Yeah, so it's all about making the leverage happen. Yeah, I can go back if I want to.
I just wanted to go up.
Oh, all the way up to straight? No. All right, you guys.
Like you said.
If you were trying that handstand thing, make it happen. But if you're ready to settle down after that rock and slow practice, let's have a seat. Good. I want you to walk your feet over to your left. Knock this right knee down. Go into your deer position. So you're going to internally rotate this left leg. Or if you would rather, working into your half pigeon, fully rotate around towards the front of your space. Either of these are great hip openers, yeah? Now, if you're doing this deer, try to square yourself towards the front of your space and then walk down onto your forearms. There you go. Get all those good open hip feels. So whatever variation you're in, I want you to breathe. And if you wanted to try both variations, there's plenty of time. We've got about 20 to 30 more seconds here. let's take you back. So you can lean off to one side, pull it forwards, wiggle on your butt. Oh yeah, I figured, Nicolette. I've been torturing balls since let's see, what year is it? 2021? When did I start teaching, babe?
6 years ago?
Yeah. So like 2015,
15, right?
Yeah, 15. Yeah. I've been being mean to people for a little bit. But I try to also be sweet, all at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. So either in your deer position or in your full half pigeon, take that opportunity, get yourself situated, and then work forwards. Yeah, and you can move through and evolve into both shapes. That's kind of the best part about this time. We've got about 15 more seconds. And let's bring us back to the front. And then I'm going to have you roll all the way down onto your back. So I like to bring my feet in front of me, maybe even long, and do a nice slow Pilates roll down. Good. Now bring both of your knees into a bent position. And we're going to do half happy baby. So we're going to work one leg at a time. Start with your right leg. Pull the right knee kind of in towards your nipple, reaching, I guess, for your pant leg, outer edge of the foot, big toe. And I want you to try to bring the top of the thigh close to the earth by your side body. Yeah? At the same time, wing out this left leg so that you're on the outer edge of that foot. That'll help you stay more centered on your low back. Yeah. And Kamar's even has his hand on that thigh. That can be a really helpful adjustment for you to make. Good. Stay posturally elongated through your spine. One more breath. And we'll switch. Other leg. Left leg comes in, reaching for outer edge of the foot. Yeah. And again, the thing I try to think of anatomically, even if it sounds like fantasy, nice long spine. And I want to think about the top of my left thigh, trying to work down to the ground by my side. This is really going to help with those more extreme hip openers. Good. 2 more breaths. Nice work. And let's release that foot. Now, you have the option to just decompress from that. You can go knees together, knees wide. You can go for a full happy baby. So both knees come wide. You're grabbing both of the feet, or you can practice a round or two of feet behind head position. So if you are pretty comfortable trying to get tops of the thighs down onto the ground, my low spine is going to lift up here, yeah? One leg, Both legs can go behind. I kind of roll back onto my shoulders, and I like to keep my arms kind of like resting into my knee pits here. Lots of C shape through the spine. And I like to just put my hands on my butt and like play a little patty cake with myself. Yeah.
Toughie.
It's very tough, but I'm oddly comfortable here. But that's me.
And years of doing this.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I told you I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
My mom saw me do it once. She was like, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the rest is history, babe.
And the rest is history. And now look at you.
Now I still can't do it.
Well, you did it at one point, and you're going to get married to a weird, flexible goth girl in 2 weeks. So. Yeah.
So close.
So close. That's okay. All right, guys. So Kamar's going to try to do that, but we're all going to lay down on our backs. So these final shapes are always just as intentional as all the ones before. Sometimes I like to stretch out into an X shape. Sometimes I like to bring it in close and conserve my energy a little bit. Wherever you are, take your tongue away from the top of your mouth. And settle into these final moments. My darlings, take a deeper breath here. And bring some movement back into your body. Maybe it feels really good to just stay here on the ground, or if you would rather sit up, you can roll off to one side and push yourself up to a seat. every time we close a practice, I always love to remind myself that stepping on our mats are an act of self-care. They are an act of self-love. And when we love ourselves, that action is able to ripple out into the world around us. So thank you all for being here for you. And thank you, Kamar, for being here for me today. How special. Thank you all so much. Happy Monday. That was fun. Thanks, Marina. Thanks, Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie says thanks, and she loves us both.
What was that? Stephanie Sikora?
That's Stephanie Sikora.
Yay.
Thank you, Emma. Yay, Melissa. I'm really glad that I was able to just be in Cancun with you in this very moment. That's cool.
How great is that?
Yeah. Take me on your vacation.
Yeah. Now she can go and fucking do her thing. And
Yeah.
like, guess what? I'm nimble now.
Get all sun drunk and like get wild. I would just eat. That's all I would do.
Oh, yes.
Thanks, Nicolette.
Some agua chile, the shrimp and tostadas.
Oh, yes. Thanks, Shayla. So, no class Wednesday, okay? Because it's Kamar's birthday. But we're going to do class on Friday. We're going to do bar. Yes, Jessica. Right leg, huh? Ooh, yes. I want to get sun drunk. I need to go lay out in the sun, you guys. But also the mosquitoes out here think I am delicious. So I'm kind of like, ooh. Do I cop a tan or do I cop 10 love bites from a mosquito?
You're not so bad during the day, love.
That's true. Yeah, we just made poor choices the other night when we got some shave ice and I just had my ankles out. Yeah, I want to be sun drunk, Melissa. That sounds so good. Hey, Shayla says happy birthday.
Thank you, Shayla.
Yeah, we got to go somewhere fun for you.
Yeah.
Get you some fancy food. What kind of food do you want for your birthday?
Oh, only the fancies.
You want me to make you a cake?
Oh my God, I want chocolate chip cupcakes.
You want chocolate chip cupcakes?
Chocolate chip chocolate cupcakes.
Okay.
We have like coffee, so you can be.
Yeah, make it super chocolatey.
You can start whenever.
Okay.
You can complete whenever. No pressure, just love.
Yeah. Yeah, Melissa, that's what I need. Sunscreen bug repellent. I think it exists. It has to exist. I'm sure I'll find something. I'll find a solution. Yeah, because I'm looking pretty seashell colored right now. Looking kind of pink, And last summer, I was just out in the sun and I was looking all bronzed. All right, you guys. So I actually do have to go. I have a DMV appointment in an hour. I'm not going to be late. So yeah, I won't be. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for them. So, hey, have a beautiful rest of your Monday. If I don't see you again, a beautiful rest of your week. I updated our classes on the Patreon header. So it's all up there, what we've got coming up for the next month. It'll be, again, a little crazy in the middle of July because we're getting married and stuff. And then after that, smooth sailing. So I'll see you guys soon. I love you all. Mwah.